their own failures and dissatisfaction won't show quite so much. When you find yourself tempted to do likewise, change your thinking. To help do that, affirm, "Neither do I condemn thee. The divine law of justice and freedom is at work for all, in all, through all, and I rejoice in this. Nobody or no set of circumstances can keep my God-given good from me, and I rejoice in this knowledge." A secretary whose boss has a political job recently described the injustice she faced in her office. Another employee with much less seniority was given an assignment with regard to the boss's campaign work, which this secretary felt that she alone was entitled to do. It was interesting, exciting work, whereas her own duties were heavier and more technical. When she began using the above prayer statements to recondition her attitudes from condemnation and injustice to freedom and divine justice, the whole picture changed. The other worker was transferred out of the office, and this secretary then gained the seniority and job which she felt were hers. In another instance, a woman who was working part-time told all of the injustices that were evident in her life. Her health was not good. She felt burdened with her mother, who did not trust her and who even steamed open her mail. She was dissatisfied with her work, but she felt she was not qualified for anything better. She was in debt. She had property she had been unable to rent and one piece of real estate she had not been able to sell. This woman was a spinster who felt that it was unjust that she had never married. Every phase of her life was beclouded by her attitude of bitter injustice. As she began to declare divine justice, freedom, and satisfaction for all phases of her world, her whole way of life improved remarkably. She came to realize she had been her own worst enemy through her limited ideas. Direct your energies toward a goal. When your energies are constructively directed to a specific end, non-essentials have a way of falling aside. Petty thoughts, useless relationships, ill tempers, destructive emotions that often result in ill health, discouragement, and failure need find no place in your life when you begin thinking of how you want your life to really be. Things cannot improve in an outer way until things change in an inner way, because the inner processes of the mind control all the outer experiences of our lives. If you are in the midst of an apparent failure, financial difficulties, or restlessness and dissatisfaction with your work, none of these conditions need prevent you from entertaining ideas of abundance, plans for riches, and mental images of the success which you seek. Nothing can stop you from moving toward your goals mentally as you ask divine intelligence what next steps you are to take to bring forth your desires. We live in a sea of energy and intelligence, according to the scientists, and we have constant access to its benefits, if we ask for them. Your ships come in only after you have sent them out. There is an answer. Many folks suffer along in the midst of confusion and dissatisfaction